Color is powerful. Have you ever noticed how your mood will change depending on how the sky looks in the morning? Well, that's why I keep my handy dandy yellow glasses around for those cloudy days. Color has been fascinating the minds of psychologists, chemists, artists, and philosophers for centuries. And before I talk more about the blue-based, yellow-based color system on my channel, I think it's really important to talk about the color systems that paved the way for Bob Dorr to discover the blue-based, yellow-based color system. I'm about to take you into a journey through the history of color. Coming right up. In the past 400 years, there have only been 4 main color systems that are taught in schools, scientifically backed, and known around the world. Today we're going to start with the OG of color himself, Sir Isaac Newton. The first color system, and probably the most popular one that you've all heard about, is Isaac Newton's that he discovered in 1660. You're probably familiar with the glass prism, most recently popularized by Pink Floyd's album Dark Side of the Moon. Best album ever. I'm still waiting for my royalties. After studying at Cambridge, Isaac Newton returned home to Woolsthorpe for 2 years. This is where he made some of his most important discoveries. He was experimenting with glass prisms, attempting to increase the quality of glass that was used in telescopes. The theory at the time was that white light was just that. It was white, and that when it went into glass, it was the glass that colorized the light. What he discovered was quite the opposite. Him and a colleague of his were experimenting with glass prisms in his chambers. They had light coming in through a window, hitting the glass prism, and an array of colors shot onto a wall. His friend ended up tracing these colors on the wall, and that is when they coined the term Roy G. Biv. It made the most sense to Isaac Newton at the time to separate the colors into 7 like the musical scale. Isaac Newton concluded that all colors are physically contained within white light, and they become dispersed when they're passed through glass. This was revolutionary. Isaac Newton is responsible for the primary colors red, blue, and yellow, secondary colors, and tertiary colors. Isaac Newton's color wheel is an arrangement of colors in a circle in the same order they are found in the spectrum. It places all related colors close to each other and complementary colors directly opposite. 200 years later, Albert H. Munzel took Newton's color wheel to a whole new level. He was an artist, and he won some awards on his anatomy, composition, and perspective. He returned to Boston, where he became an art teacher, teaching his students drawing and painting. He created the Munzel color wheel as a convenient and easy way to teach children about color.
I believe that if children are properly taught colors, they become more meaningful and useful for them throughout life.
He wanted to create an orderly way to accurately identify each color that exists. He translated all he knew about color into a 3-dimensional model, the Munzel color tree. You see, each color has 3 qualities. Hue is the color itself, so red, orange, yellow, blue, etc. Value is the lightness or the darkness of that color, and chroma is the saturation or the brilliance of that color. Each branch on the Munzel color tree represents the hue or the color. The trunk of the tree represents value, the lightness or the darkness of each color. We have 0, pure black, at the bottom of the tree, and 10, pure white, at the top of the tree. The chroma, the brilliance or the saturation of a color, is represented by the branches extending outward from the tree, from low to high chroma. Munzel's groundbreaking work laid the foundation for today's computerized color matching systems and enabled a greater understanding of color principles for generations to come. Friedrich William Ostwald was a Baltic German chemist and philosopher. He was interested in so many things: politics, chemistry, philosophy, and art. He actually won a Nobel Prize in 1909 for his scientific contributions.
Yep, that's right.
Ostwald's final passion was the systemization of color. He noticed that some colors looked great together and others just looked straight up unpleasant.
I mean, does that look good to you?
He came to the conclusion that color harmony was all about color order. Ostwald used a double cone model with 1 white tip and 1 black tip with a gray scale in between, very similar to Munzel's color tree. The double cone extends from a 24 hue color wheel. Ostwald also set up a color triangle illustrating the changes of a hue with the addition of black, gray, or white. Robert Dorr's color system, the blue base, yellow base color system, is the last one that actually has been scientifically proven. The year was 1928. Robert Dorr was working as an artist in Chicago, painting theatrical posters for nightly performances. Him and his fellow painters would hand mix their paints every single day. He started to notice that some colors looked great together, while other colors caused discord. This led him to also realizing that every color either had a blue or a yellow undertone to it. He soon realized that blue-based colors looked great together, yellow-based colors looked great together, but when you mix them both together on the same color palette and the same painting, it caused discord. This fascinated Robert Dorr. When he moved to California, he went on to study hundreds of thousands of individuals. He studied people of all races and of all ages. He studied things like skin tone, eye color, hair color, purchasing preferences, and more. And now we have a wealth of data about this color system. It is from this extensive research that we now know that everyone is either born yellow or blue-based, meaning you are either blue or yellow-based. This means that you either look better in blue-based or yellow-based clothing, and you are drawn to the colors in your spectrum. You are drawn to colors that are you. The blue-based, yellow-based color system takes Newton's wheel and divides it into two wheels. You have a blue-based wheel and a yellow-based wheel. You will notice that on the blue-based wheel, there is no orange. And on the yellow-based wheel, there is no burgundy. This is because burgundy can never be yellow-based. This is because orange can never be blue-based. These are the only two colors that are like this. Every single other color and shade of that color has a blue and a yellow-based version. The reason why I'm so passionate about this color system is because I was raised with it. Since I was born, I've been wearing the colors in my spectrum, and my parents made sure of it. My grandmother, Knapp, studied with Robert Dorr in the 80s. She went on to teach color around the world, and she helped a lot of businesses use this color system to their advantage in sales and marketing and creating products. She also color matched and created harmony for thousands and thousands of individuals. She went on to writing 3 books about this color system, and now she is my mentor and really diving deeper into this color system. My father, Barry Knapp, was also fascinated with color, and he used the blue-based, yellow-based color system in all of his businesses as well. He was a hairdresser, so he used it when choosing hair colors. My father was also a makeup formulator. In his latest company, Oxygenetics, he created 7 blue-based and 7 yellow-based shades. My father developed Oxygenetics with Court Pearson. They were the innovators and the minds behind the beautiful, revolutionary, breathable foundations that are used post-procedure and now used around the world for a better and more healthy alternative to foundation. It is such a small world because Court Pearson's dad actually also worked with Bob Dorr formulating hair colors. This connected the duo even better, and they were able to formulate revolutionary skincare and makeup products for people with sensitive skin, for people that need a cover up post-procedure, and now for people with acne and rosacea, and the list goes on and on. You can find out more information about Oxygenetics at oxygenetics.com. You can watch my first video that I've uploaded to YouTube to know how to find your undertone and how to figure out your perfect Oxygenetics shade. I'll have the link somewhere here on the page. Subscribe to my channel for more videos on the blue-based, yellow-based color system. I'll be diving into the best colors that'll look good on you as a blue-based, the best colors that'll look good on you as a yellow-based. I'll be helping you train your eye to what colors are blue and yellow-based, and I'll be debunking some myths about color that have become popularized over time. We are diving deep, and I'm so excited to share all this knowledge with you.